Well, got the new quote today for International 9900 because the last time the guy sent me the paperwork, he just did a generic spec, regular axles, and I said, at least show me what it'll be like with heavy axles. But I was turned off a bit by the fact that the 9900 model the maximum axles you can get, like in terms of weight, is 14,000. But then everybody was saying that you actually don't need that, and I checked my oversized load reference book, and true enough, all nearby states in U.S. to close to where I live, they all limit the front axle to 12,000 pounds, so it doesn't actually pay for me to have a really heavy axle. It'll kill the fuel mileage, and that tire, you'll have to replace it all the time. So that's why this time I just asked the guy to do this kind of. So this is a set forward axle, kind of like a classic international, but with kind of as aerodynamic as possible. Mid roof sleeper, the exhaust pipes, dual vertical exhaust behind the cab, not on the sides, and air cleaners are not there. So it's just all clean radiator, right? So check down here what it says. Wheelbase 244 inches, engine Cummins ISX 15, 600 horsepower, 2050 pounds of torque. Transmission 2918, which means it's an 18 manual speed rated for 2050 torque. So clutch rated for the same capacity. So and the sleeper is 72 inches because they used to offer 51-inch long sleeper. Now this is the only one available, and it's mid roof. Like I said, it's not sky high, whatever. So the front axle 14,000, the rear tandems 46,000. I mean 14 and 46, and the axle ratio I said use 358. So if you multiply this by 0.73, which is a top gear ratio, you get 1298. So this truck will do 60 miles per hour at 1,298 revs per mile, if I'm not mistaken. 358 times 497 times 0.73. Yeah, 1298. So divided by 6, 60 times, let's say 65. So it'll do 1407 RPM at 65, which I think is pretty good. And that's what the vehicle specification looks like. It's a whole bunch of pages, whole bunch of technical information. First they give you the highlights here, and then they go in detail into everything. And I said, spec everything like heavy duty. And I noticed he gave me a battery with 3000 cca. Air compressor. Cummins 18.7 cubic feet per minute. I think that's a good one. So you see it has exhaust system. I mean SCR, whatever. So for some reason he put two vertical pipes 13.3 tall. This is a mid-roof sleeper, and he put stacks this high. I don't know. Oh, batteries. Oh, 1950 cca. Okay, 1950. But still, that's like pretty impressive. But basically, this is what it is, right? 9900i CFA 6x4. White color, because that's standard. So 244 wheelbase, 18 transmission, 14,000 front, 46 rear, divider locks. I don't know if that full locks or For now, I was just interested in the price. So they use aluminum a lot. I see, like even I asked him for all gauges. I mean, these people, they're unbelievable. I said, give me all gauges. I look here, I read twice. I don't see any pyrometer, any turbo boost gauge. It's just standard, fleet gauges. Okay, all temperature, load application, and that's it. You see, like this whole area is just for gauges. Oh, instant fuel economy. Oh, wow. So it'll have the kind of like driver information center. Fuel voltmeter. It doesn't even have fuel restriction. That's when when you have to replace the fuel pump. I mean, fuel filter. There's a whole bunch of gauges missing here. But I know the gauges on 9900, they're pretty good. They have white background. They're big. They're easy to read. And you see it says here 72-inch. So it's a pretty big sleeper, just exactly what I have now, pretty much. Because mine is mid-roof. And he put in all kind of cabinets in here. Refrigerator. I said I don't need this. I mean, I don't know, what are these people thinking? But anyway, so what's interesting is that Mac was, he said mid 130s, right? The one that I test drove. And I think that this might be, and this one has a 600 horsepower engine, a much higher torque. So it's Meritor axles. Oh, and I asked him for, I said, where's that fifth wheel slider? He put in cap skirts. Who need cap skirts when you're pulling flatbed on step deck? And I said inside use everything kind of luxury, no premium. Oh, I cannot find it now. I saw a fifth wheel slider and I told him to use 36 inches. He just put in 24. Oh wait, here's the price. Like this is, I don't know where they come up with these numbers, but then they take all these discounts. Or have fenders, okay, he did that. Backup lights, Freight, they charge $2,000 because to deliver the truck here. Hey, I can drive it myself. Pay me $2,000. But that's what it is. That's Canadian dollars before tax. $136,954. Okay, that's the price of a very powerful international classic, no air cleaners, dual vertical exhaust behind the sleeper, white color, 14,000 front, 46 rears, 18 speed, mid-roof sleeper. This is a Canadian price from an Ontario dealer.